Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Reading the Red this wonderful sunny morning. Still a little bit cold though. Matthew chapter 28 and verse 19. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. So, go therefore and make disciples. And the disciple-making process was the reinvesting of everything that Jesus is into everyone that would follow Jesus back to God. So all of the reality of Jesus being seen in the reality of the life of a person who chooses to follow Jesus back to God. We call them Christians. Christians are those who are on their way back to God as it relates to recovering from everything that has made them who they are, and because of Jesus being brought back to God, who God intended them to be. So Christian is the little Christ, and you're looking more like Jesus every day. So go and make disciples. There's a disciple reality of the responsibility of every Christian to go and make disciples. Are you making disciples of yourself, of Jesus? What are you doing in regards to your proactivity in making disciples? Jesus has given his last instruction. What are you doing about disciple making? And then he says, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Baptizing them. The reality of baptism is the opportunity to demonstrate to yourself, to the spiritual principalities in the heavenly realm, and to those around you that you are of God, that you are pursuing God. Baptism cleanses us from our unrighteousness because it gives an opportunity for us to be washed in a public setting that demonstrates beyond any doubt that we are children of God. We are disciples. And so there's this kind of like a miracle that happens, a new reality to our existence. Baptism is important. Now, I know there are lots of people who have different perspectives on baptism, but as far as the Bible is concerned, Jesus instructed everyone that's going to be one of his disciples to be baptized. And the baptism that was represented is the baptism that Jesus went through himself when he was baptized by John. Not a sprinkle, but a dip. John the Dipper is what they called him. John the Dunker. And you full immersion right into the river, down into that death place that you might come back to life. Not a sprinkle, but a dip is a challenge for some of you. And then he says this, right at the end there, he says, all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And there we get the reality of the Trinity, the revelation of the Trinity. I've got 30 seconds. The revelation of the Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. How can God be three persons in one? And yet there it is. He is. We are body, soul, and spirit. We are three persons in one. We are made in God's image. The reality of God. Jesus is demonstrating the Father in his physiological form when he was birthed in the stable. When he was gone back to the Father, he's been reunited forever as Jesus in heaven, seated at the right hand of the Father. The Spirit was there in the beginning when God said, let us. There they were making the creation, and the reality of everything that came past. God is Spirit. God is the Father. And God is the Son, the Trinity. There's a challenge. God bless you. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.